So hello, I've got this Dell here. It's a Latitude E5400, and then it's connected to the Dell ePort replicator dock system, which has VGA, DVI, display ports, two USB 3s, Ethernet, power, and a proprietary Dell plug. And we can eject it, which I'll show you that in a second when I take a look around the laptop. Sorry if this video is a bit rushed, my camera won't charge. Okay, we have 3 USB ports there, and a headphone and a microphone jack. Let's undock the system and take a look around it. So as you can see, the monitor has lost the signal, and due to the system being closed, it will most likely shut off and go into sleep mode. So let's take a look at the system itself. Here we have a VGA port, Ethernet and a modem, 2 USBs, this is USB 2, and the top one is a powered USB. We have an S-video and a mini firewire or i394, and a PC card slot with missing the dummy card in there. On the front, we have here is a Wi-Fi switch. Then next to the Wi-Fi switch we have a SD card reader. Here we have a latch, and that's it for the front. Here we have a DVD read writable. Now this one was damaged by in shipping, but never mind. We have a headphone and a microphone, 2 USB 2.0s, and the power jack. And then on the back we just have the battery and vent, as you'd expect for a laptop. On the bottom, I can't take the battery out because it's running on battery at the moment. We have the docking port, and we have the service tag. This system came with Windows 7. In here we have the hard disk drive, as you can probably see through the vent there, vent here, vent there. Fairly big panel to take off. I've actually been in there because I wanted to upgrade the RAM, but I don't have any of the right sticks for this system. Let's turn it back over and look inside. Then I'm going to redock it, and we're going to look at the system. I'm actually going to redock it and then go into the BIOS using the other screen. So here we have the desktop. Let's just go to Windows R and show you it's running Windows 7 Professional. So it's back one, and I'm just going to a bit awkward with just one hand. Properties for the system, and let's see the specs. We have a Core Windows 7 Professional, Intel Core 2 Duo, 2.53 GHz. At the moment it's running at 2.54 GHz, but never mind. We have 2 GB of memory, and it's 64 bits. And it's E5400 LPT as a system name. I'm going to shut the system down now, and then I'm going to dock it into its base. But while I do that, let's take a look at the inside of the laptop. Here we have a nice sized trackpad with the left, right and up down scroll, and 2 clicky buttons as usual. This model, the track point is an optional of this model. Option of this model. We have the left stereo speaker and the right stereo speaker. On the keyboard we have the function keys with the FN stuff. We have hard drive, battery, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and 3G indicator lights, num lock, caps lock and scroll lock indicator lights. And over here we have a volume up, volume down and mute button. Let's dock it into its base and boot it up into the BIOS. It takes a bit of use to get it to dock, but it's really easy to do. I'm just going to pull my keyboard out so I can get into the BIOS. I'm just going to press the on button on the docking station. Let me just zoom out. If it recognises it, which it hasn't recognised it for some reason. Give me a minute. There we are. I haven't got it in properly. Now it's recognised, as you can see. Docking station's lit up. Let's power it on using the docking station. Just going to press and hold F2 when we get to the Dell bar screen. As you can see, my monitor has got a dodgy VGA cable. So let's take a look at the BIOS. It is BIOS A19 and 2 GB memory. Sorry if I can't scroll, but it's due to the mouse not being the best in the BIOS. As you know, it's got a 2.53 GHz CPU. Dell wireless. It's got more than 30. It's got shared memory. If you look at for the graphics, that's not correct officially, but never mind. If I can get the see, as you can see, the mouse isn't ideal. Integrated NIC. Video ambient light sensor. Yes, we have an ambient light sensor. That won't work with the screen closed. Security. We have a TPM chip. Admin. TPM. Performance. Multi-core. It's enabled speed step. Power management. Post behavior. Virtualization. System logs, which we have none. Maintenance or maintenance. Wireless switch, and we have Wi-Fi stuff. So let's go back and we'll boot into Windows, and then I'll go over the functionality of the docking base. Let's wait while the system restarts. And now I'll take a look at the docking base. So I already gave a brief description of the docking base earlier. We have a power button and an eject button. Not going to eject it because I'm using the screen at the moment. Yes, the VGA cable isn't very good. The VGA cable here is a cheapy one going into this little device here, which then I can switch. So as you can see, I just switch that and display changes. And this cable goes into the back of the monitor, which is a Dell monitor. So yeah, docking base with a shiny Dell logo, just like the laptop. We have this here, so we can slide that. And depending on laptops, if you've got a laptop where the docking port is like here, slide it back and put the laptop where it would go right at the back. But this is because the docking port is where it is, just push it forward and it goes forward. Here, well, I've got some things plugged in. We have 3 USB, 2 ports, a headphone and then a microphone. On the back, we have, well, sorry if it's a bit awkward to see, we have a 130 watt power, that's going down there. You can see the power taps down the back. Well, you can see the way it's plugged into, where the colours are. I don't know what that was, but never mind, probably just press the button. Well, you can, there's that display port there next to the DVR on my finger, as you can't see it. There you can. DVI, VJ, you can, yes, sorry, 2 USB 3s and an Ethernet. I believe that's powered USB, but I can't see upside down. I'll just knock my mouse over and a proprietary Dell connector. I think it's for Dell monitors or something like that, I don't know. So yeah, the system has a very nice display on the system itself. However, the issue I've got is it's running Windows 7 64-bit. If you look at the COA, it came with 32-bit Windows 7. And it's got 2 gigabytes of memory, and that's the minimum for Windows 7 64-bit to run, which means it'd be faster to run the 32-bit version on this system, even though it's a 64-bit processor, unless I upgrade the RAM. Now, I don't know if I believe the maximum for this, I checked online, but I think it is 8 gigabytes of memory. That's the maximum memory that this system will take. So yeah. Well, I have no idea why, but my camera, this Panasonic here, hasn't been charging, so I'll have to continue this video using my phone. But oh well. So let's, as you can see, we have the screen there. But if we open the system, if I can open it with one hand, it automatically heads back into the system's display. Now I need to put the brightness up. Can I do that with one hand? No, I cannot. Let me just move this like this a minute. Put the brightness up for the phone. See it. But it's Windows 7 Professional. Let me just log in. I'm going to test the speakers for this video now using onestop.mid. We all love that MIDI file included with Windows, don't we? There we are. Here we are. We have onestop.mid in Windows Run. Yes, the battery isn't in the best condition. The light sensor is disabled. We just saw that notification down there. Yes, I've installed an XP theme, and also because Firefox uses less memory, at least at the moment it does, than IE, I'm using that instead of upgrade the memory, and then that's coming off permanently. However, when I do want to use IE, which is my main browser on all my other computers, I just use it here. So I've got it on my desktop still. Did I launch that, or did I? No, I didn't. Looks like that pop-up come up at the same time, I believe. But the issue is I don't want to show you what's playing, what I have in my music. So yes. Now I can run it. So try again. Come. Okay, now so yeah, well, that's the one problem with these systems on minimum requirements for Windows 7 64-bit. They a bit slow on boot up. Now the speakers aren't the best. I'll just press. I don't know if you can hear, but they're a bit rattly. The phone might not be the best thing to record it with due to where the positioning of the camera is. It's okay, but when it plays like certain stuff, the speakers get a bit rattly. You heard it a bit then. But they're very nice speakers considering the size, especially for a 14-inch laptop, which this is a 14-inch. Look at the device manager, and I'll just show you what the system has for hardware. I've also edited this video anyway, so I might as well make it long. But device manager. Let's load that up. Yes, it does have a nice system for hotkeys. Dell standard system manager, or formerly control point software. For example, if I press FN and W, if I click it, well, if it should go to and play. So FN and A back, FN and S forward. But it just depends. There you go. You heard the speakers there. Anyway, let's go back into Device Manager and take a look at the system's devices. Are we? We have 64-bit system, Fujitsu 160GB hard drive, Intel 45, broken Toshiba Samsung. This drive, this was damaged in shipping. I'll see what happened. Well, you can see the laser's gone and the metal is bent. But they are shipping me another one out. Let's look at that. We can look at the IDA, I suppose. Couple of channels there. Mice, don't need to look at Dell touchpad. Didn't say that before I installed this. We have Broadcom Gigabit Ethernet and 3097 WLAN. We have, of course, dual core. Lead, RAM, all these stuff, system devices. I believe, due to my settings, it will disable. It disables the firewire, because if I set it to extended battery life, it disables the firewire controller, and I believe it disables something else on the system. I don't know what it is, I can't think of it. Oh yes, that's it, the PCM CIA is disabled, or the PC card is disabled with the extended battery life enabled on the system. But anyway, I need to go now, because it's going to take me a while to edit this video. As this camera, as you can see, put it in the light, if my finger wasn't coming up, records in full HD. Now the video won't be in full HD now, because I've got to edit it with this. Zoom isn't very good, isn't it? It doesn't have, no mind. Apparently it's 3.4 wide. It's not the best. Yes, if we press F and D though, we can actually hide the display, but I think I better go now and edit this video. Thank you for watching.